All right, so in this video, we're gonna talk quickly about C Corp Lending. This is for businesses that have cash but don't wanna pay a high tax rate. Remember, there's two types of tax you're gonna have. You're gonna have your W-2 payroll tax, okay? This is how most people are paying themselves. They're paying themselves way too much, like 10K a month on payroll. It's like, that makes no sense at all, right? But for C Corp Lending, what you can do is remember that your C Corp, which is over here, and you as the business owner over here, they're two separate entities, right? For the C Corp, which is different than the S Corp, which in the S Corp situation, you are the same entity, essentially, right? Everything flows to you at the end of the year. Well, what you can do is let's say you need 50 grand over here, but you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, if my C Corp is gonna send me 50 grand, I'm gonna pay myself 50K, then that's gonna come back to me, right? I'm gonna stop at the W-2 with 50K and it's gonna hit you on the personal side. The problem is that this is going to be subject to the 15.3% self-employment tax, right? Which half is paid by you and half is paid by the corporation in this case. Then there's the federal, state, and local tax. So it's like, dang, dude, that's a lot, right? Just to get 50K out, I'm going to actually end up with like probably 40K. So you just threw away 10K to Uncle Sam by doing that. Well, what if instead of that, you just lend yourself the same amount, 40K? You can lend it at about 2.75%, okay, which is the average lending rate. This changes over time, it's a variable rate, but you can lend it from your C Corp to you without stopping at W-2. And so because of that, you don't have 15.3 to federal, state, and local because it's actually a lending, it's a debt. Reduces the balance sheet for the C Corp, gets you the tax-free income, and then you can pay this back over 30 years when you feel there's a good time to make that payment back. So again, this doesn't absolve you of having the cash as a whole, but what it does is it prevents you from having to pay the payroll tax here before it gets to you, which is why if you get a C Corp, you can lend money back to yourself in this strategy.